Sometimes we gotta just slow down, enjoy life, and stop stressing over everything. I know it's a lot easier said than done, but you gotta do it for your own sanity, for your own peace of mind, for your inner, for your outer. Just chill. Like seriously. Just just take a minute and just chill. Sometimes you gotta find your peace wherever you have to. I know some of you people, I won't say some of you people, but I know some people, your peaceful place might be in the bathroom. You might just go hide in the bathroom for 30 minutes and just whatever. You might sit in your car for 30 minutes. Just listen to music, just think, just whatever. Some people hide under their bed. I don't know. That's the other thing. You got to smile. You got to take a deep breath. And you got to just relax. You got to laugh. Just enjoy life. Just take a minute. Just slow down. Slow down. Sometimes you don't even have to think. You don't have to think. You don't have to do anything. Just let your mind be clear. Sometimes just be silly. Whatever it is, just relax. Just stop. Life gets so hectic sometimes. We're always on the go. We're always thinking. We're always stressing. We're always worrying. We're always, our minds are working. And what happens a lot of times is you don't realize how tense you are. And that tension becomes so normal, so familiar. Even when you think you're relaxed, a lot of times you're not. A lot of times your body and even your mind is still tense. And it's not until you get into an actual comfortable physical and mental position that you realize all those other times that you thought you was stressed. I mean, you thought you was relaxed and comfortable. You realize you wasn't. You realize how tense you really was. Now the problem with that is your body, your insides, and your mental, it takes a toll on you even when you don't realize it. So even when you think you're completely relaxed, your body, your organs, your cells, your everything is still tense. It's tight. It's still in a stress mode, and that wears you down. It makes you sick. It affects you. You don't realize it. A lot of times we're hyped up on caffeine and all types of other stuff. Our body isn't resting. Our body is always, we don't fast. And on top of that, we're putting bad things in our body. So our body, our organs, everything's always working. Everything's always trying to compensate, break stuff down. And our bodies need to relax. Our minds need to relax. It's, I know. Because I know people like, yeah, it sounds easy, but I got this, I got my kids, I got my job, I got my bills, I got my friends, I got this, just always something. It's just my wife and my husband. I know. I know. I spoke to a friend yesterday and we was having a similar conversation. It's like, I know. Anything you say, I know. I can relate to all of that. I ain't no different. Life is life. We all, for the most part, experience the same things. We go through the same things. And that's why I can tell you the importance of these things, the importance of exercise and just go for a walk. I'm just getting back into that. Just taking a deep breath, just stopping for a minute and just sitting down. One of my things is I literally don't know how to just stop and chill, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm telling you this. Some people can just sit down and watch TV and watch, a couple of shows on Netflix and not think about a damn thing. I can't do that. It's weird to me because I always feel like I'm supposed to be doing something, thinking about something, and just if I'm just sitting watching TV, which is totally abnormal to me, it feels weird. And even when I'm doing that, I'm still thinking about stuff. I got a notepad next to me. I'm grabbing my phone. I'm taking notes. I'm making plans. Sometimes you just gotta chill. Don't think about nothing. Sit there with the dumb face, like duh. It's for real. Just, and I'm not being funny. When you see me taking these deep breaths right now, I'm literally in the moment, and I'm literally doing that. Like, I'm not just doing that for the camera. Like, I'm in that moment now, and that's why I'm talking about it, because I thought today was a weekday, and I jumped up and I was getting moving. I had certain things I had to do, and then Nikki said, "Yo, today's Saturday, right?" And at first in my mind, I'm like, "Yeah, what does that mean? I just gotta work, gotta go." Like, and then I was like, "Wait, I totally didn't know what day it was." So I'm like, "Okay, let me slow down. Let me just chill. Let me give myself a moment." It's important. This is why people end up stressed. People end up unhealthy. Your relationships suffer because you're stressed, and the people around you are stressed, and you may not realize it. All the stress, the anxiety, the frustration, the fears, all these things we're dealing with internally. Nobody talks about it. We don't know how to deal with it. And a lot of times, like I said, we don't even realize that we're dealing with all of this stuff. So you're trying to maneuver through all of that. The people around you are dealing with the same thing. And if everybody is in a state of dis-ease, which that's what disease is, dis-ease, we're all in a constant state of some sort of dis-ease. We're not comfortable. We're not good. We're not relaxed. It creates a lot of issues, tension, arguments, resentment, anger, all of that stuff. Take a minute to meditate. Take a minute to just zone out. Take a minute to relax. It'll really, really do. It'll make your mind clearer. And when your mind's clearer, you think differently. You think better. Your energy changes. When your energy changes, it then in turns, you project that energy, and then the people around you start to feel that energy, then their energy change, and then it's like a cycle. And it doesn't happen overnight. So don't get frustrated. Don't give up. Just relax and do it. And once you start feeling better, once you start eating better, once you start thinking better, all of these things, I keep saying this, it starts with you, and then you project that energy out. Excuse me. And then the other people around you feel it, and it changes how they feel, and it eventually change how they feel inside, and then they project that same energy, and then you have a more harmonious balance between you and the people that you're around. And if you can't get to that point, realistically, sometimes you have to get yourself from around that negativity, or you have to do what you have to do, but you have to preserve and protect your sanity, your inner peace, your outer peace. When you feel better, everything works better. Your skin gets clearer, your hair grows better, your nails grow better. Like, your whole body is an organ. So you always have to think about that. We think we separate everything, our hair, our organs, our liver, our heart, all these things. But your whole entire body, the whole thing, is one living, breathing organ. So you have to protect everything, inner, outer, all of that. You have to treat it the same way. Just think about it. Start practicing things. Practice positivity and the way you think. Like, look, I almost kicked my table over. This is something that I'm using today for various things, whether it be pictures or whatever. So you guys are going to see this. Live in your strength. That means something to everybody else. And if you don't know what that means, take some time to think about it. But affirmations are very, very real. Positive reinforcement is very, very real. If I look at you every day, even if I'm joking, and I look at you and I say, "What's up, dickhead? What's up, you idiot? What's up, fool?" We could just be joking, and nobody takes offense to it. But you don't realize how that causes a chain reaction. Because if me and you are joking and it's okay, you might think that that's normal. And then you do it to somebody else. And even if somebody else is smiling and joking with you, you don't know how they're actually internalizing that. Think about that. There's a lot of things we do and say every day. We don't mean anything by it, and it's just normal. We all do it. But we don't realize how negative it is and how it actually affects us and other people in ways that you never even realized. Everybody internalizes things differently. So look at it like this. Like I said, if I'm calling you a dickhead every day, what if I'm like, yo, you're a powerful person, or yo, you're great, or just anything positive? It's going to affect you differently, even if you're joking. So the reason why I'm saying that is it's very easy for people to say, yeah, we be doing that, or we be saying that, but we just be joking. It's cool. Everybody knows it's nothing personal, but you still don't realize how much that affects you. It does. It affects you, and you also have to think if you don't mean anything by it, and it's okay and it's cool and it's not harming anybody, then why do we lean towards the negative, even if it's just jokes? Why do we lean towards the negative, and why don't we give each other positive reinforcements? If we're gonna joke, why don't I say to you, yo, you're great, you're incredible, you're Superman. You like think about it. It might sound funny to you, but think about it. Why can't we say things that are positive? What's so hard about that? Why is that so difficult? If someone's calling you an idiot every day, it's gonna affect you differently if somebody's saying you're incredible, you're powerful, you're the smartest person I know. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Think about the things you say to your kids. Think about the things you say around your kids, even because kids are always listening. So even when you don't think, you're like, oh, I'm not saying nothing negative to them, but they're listening and they're picking up on your conversations. Kids are always ear hustling. Even when they're in the next room, you don't think they even hear it. You might be like, oh, they got the radio on, the TV on. They still hear what you're saying. And they're intaking those things and they're internalizing them. Everybody internalizes things in their own way. And you never know what negative things, how it's affecting them, or how they might be hearing those things and just thinking that it's normal. And then you don't know what they're going to, how they're going to internalize that and what they're going to do with it. Be mindful of all of that. It is extremely, extremely important. And the problem is, some of us never realize that. And then some of us realize that as we get older. But if you instill all these things, especially in the kids when they're young, they grow up better. They grow up less stressful, less stuff going on in their heads. It makes a difference. Trust me, people. All right, I think that's it for now. I can talk all day. And if you're cool with me talking all day, just tune into the next video. Salute.